this Kantamanto burning, this is almost about the 8th time Kantamanto is burning. Say electrical fault. This time when it was burning, it didn't burn half, quarter. Everything burned down. It tells me this was mastermind. It was orchestrated. It was planned. Obina Shadatnase. Sameshi market. Obi plan atnase. Midija beto market.
Obi ani nsa wo jasihie nim no. Me se ne won to ne bi o dawo yesu ne. Wo be bre. No me be kawo no asefo. Wo be bre. Mama, host aye, a jabeto top. Your friend is a market as a syncrophosica. Mama, no, a tray, I am to Tuomo. A tray, I will be intimate. A tray, Mamma didn't be back or my Ghana, or we are not to we say, we are not see. Mamma Pranabes, and Miss a tray, a damn, or be intimate. Some we are damn. Oh, yes, you did.
Yema abusuafo nyina kwa abusuafo Ghana ni TV so na agusu a wohwe mesra wo ya na wamia subscribe button ne so na wa subscribe ubetimi a like na wa share ama obia so enya bi abusua Kantamanto dwan mu asem no abusua kan di onim esanse efri be 2018 ede ba ne kame esa afi bia no Kantamanto dwan no ejatom so a ejapade sei na ekame ese we ene the worst one asi in bare 5 years. Say for the past 5 years, and say Sibia no ayana efaka krebi na ehye na de aka no ho efaka krebi ahye na de aka no ba really completely raised down Kantamanto market ni nyina no ahye abusua sesei yedi kan ne modi nkomo aka akire mo se Bishop Dr. OP ono di kan dia tuja na wadome wakano me nsem e dia kire wo mo a ogiri ese wo nsa wo mbi sanse according to Bishop Open ogiri ye pass nipa bonifo bi e no mo share dabo po boni ya omode eja ekoto Kantamanto dwani mu essay no na omahye omanfo ejapade na abusua asemkro ya bi na Prophet Kofi Oduro, the nation's prophet, the vociferous prophet, the strict prophet na papaya kasa odi atu dwa se ono de bibia ntimi sisa na dwen obi ntimi nka nkire ne se Kantamanto dwa no electrical fault enti emfa nkosi ECG fo Prophet Kofi Oduro ese ono de ogidie ye pa se enipa bonifo bi na omo sheda ebo for boni ya Kantamanto dwa no omo kutwa agya etu mu na bibia ne ho betimi asisa na dwen se obi beka se natural disaster anase bia aerobi ene free ECG for no aso ye no ndi ogidie yi se adwenbone ene adwenfi peseminkuminya sikape bone ne ani prenti ena nipa bi pa sheda bopo yo makotwa jato Kantamanto dwani mu a wo mo ahye no dwroba abusua empanifo sika kuma ho agine kokuwa num na asemo a yewura Prophet Kofi Oduro ono ankasa ka free nanum ba na abusua mepese yebetie asem bi ni ahwebi na odo comment aba ugidi se de papa ka no ne ya adwene anase bia ECG fo ena omoye mistake na omonka ne na etoche anase natural disaster ewie bi na to mu anase bia no ho de ja to mu abusua onso adwenkyere no yebeji ewo comment section ho mesro ya na wa like na wa subscribe to page na wa share yenhwe yewura Prophet Kofi Oduro ne nsem no ebi
that when I was growing up, when we say that somebody seriously will be Nyamie Shiranwa, Yini Che, Yini Chre, Yamede Toamoso, Pijawamanoa, Yomon Fasodi and Inshira. God lifts them up. And what see a why a timid generation when you cannot even articulate. A young police officer came to me the other day in uniform. And I said, why are you late for your appointment? And then he said, forgive me, I went to dialysis treatment. I said, for what? He said, I have kidney failure stage 4. And so I said, why don't you resign from the service? And so that you take care of yourself. He said, if I resign, I can't pay for it. And so I need to be in uniform. And when I went there, there were many people. So I had to. And I said, how old are you? He said, 34 years. 34! Kidney failure. Dr. Freeber cultural. This thing is predominantly lifestyle and some. Yeah, sometimes when Dr. Ibrahim is speaking and they say, I said, what is he talking about? He's speaking to Christians. Forget. You won't crawl for a boo, a num, a bro. Come on, 10 times. I will see that. Sorry. Yeah. Praise the name of the Lord. So I'm listening, I'm sometimes listening. I said, what is the doctor talking about? At the end, I'll come and say, it's very interesting, you know, when I'm looking at foolish foundations. Foundation foolish ba ko ye nibre. Covetousness. Shocks me, it amazes me. You know, Flight Alabaster, I would love you to work with me and help me to be able to work with these images. It will shock you that church and this church. 31st night, I will be a jack, will be 31st night. I didn't think necessary. Why should it be so? A person is wearing a new dress and somebody is already mad. A dress? You are very interesting. So you told me that every year, January, there are market fires. Every year, January, there are market fires. This Kantamanto burning, this is almost about the 8th time Kantamanto is burning. Say electrical fault. This time when it was burning, it didn't burn half, quarter. Everything burned down. It tells me this was mastermind. It was orchestrated. It was planned. Now me catch those who will be with foolish foundation and mentality and heart. I'm telling you, yeah. When somebody deals with second-hand clothing, don't think that a capital intensive, very, very intensive in capital. One bill. Fair selection, one bill is 7,000 to 8,000 Ghana cedis. The normal bill 5,000. It will be at the bills 1,000 bar, 8,000 times 1,000. Calculate it. You think that is a joke? These people have lost their livelihoods because of a foolish foundation. These people have lost their livelihoods because of a foolish foundation. Will be a selfish interest, or to them nursery, or to them and wash away and wasery. When the Bible said, you know, can I read Proverbs chapter 1 and verse number 32? Put it on the screen. Let me. Proverbs 1 and verse number 32. The Bible said, for the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. That means there is something called the prosperity of fools. Take it into my language. In my language, the Bible said, here in the word of the Lord, he said, na entity for actually sign ebekuom na enkwasia yedie sa yedie bi wo hono ma enkwasia yedie enye yedie bi an nyame nsa wom wo akwahye market no de mo hwehwa enkwasia yedie. The Bible said ebesemo yeah, the prosperity of fools would destroy them. It would destroy them. It would destroy them. Wicked mentalities, envious people. You are seated in the same office with somebody and he hates you desperately. What a generation. The foundation is foolish. What time? Big time. It will even amaze you that you are seated in church with somebody in the same church. nanka obi time will be was so the then will be walk microphone ho e kire sofo e wa so the penimu no wa so ne ye wo wo ne ho akwa we wa say what they say and all that, all in the name of to resent the person yin free dibre no e dia man. When I met the police officer at the 31st night, I told them, many of the people in our cells, Jimmy Nadeo Mobile. Analyze it, sit down. Jimmy Nadeo Moko. There are many people serving jail sentence. It is foolish foundations that took them there. Yeah. Ebufoya foolish foundation. Koko Bone. I'm telling you, but no when you buy a money. Sylvester for the cheat too. Yeah, or Barbara or 42 times. And this should turn on a Barbara. He is serving a life jail sentence in the United States. Akwabako, the friend of that soldier in the United States. Ghana niba wenya kwenya ewa abruchiri. Or the two ne bagana the CSC bari mu the CSC car tie mu car ne baba be see her but it two ne sheshe ties in him bone hunyanza foolish foundations, and that is what the people do. What baba be ye two ba could be 40,000 Ghana. What American government follow no almost 4 years na almost ready or yinina Ghana han will be dancing when I want to ye Jan. American government in ya. Be a cosi Jimmy, Obama allowance. And that will be ye evidence in a good one. Why be who knows why upon it? Tam that in your dinner to me. Potential like you. How can you get a general at 34? 34 years, he's already a general in the United States Army. A foundation that is foolish indeed. You are now, they strip you of the uniform and the dignity, and you are serving a jail sentence. So Janiya will go kumajua will kumase police ni rather kumajua yere the enkofu bibampana. Foundation is foolish. Fapem ni yankwasia fapem. And this year, if you are a wise woman and a wise man, fapem wa yankwasia fapem no yanko. Oh, when Sanu Shimu man in Fawuti. Who is here? I see a foundation. I see a foundation. Obeto wadi onim suonti abado beba be free. A young quasi a foundation. The can you saw your marshal. Ubisi can we show to no eyes wunti and some guy saw your marshal. And then I didn't for you want to suit your maka. Why do you work with people and you don't want to pay them? Don't you know they curse you in their hearts? And that is why most of us are going through all kinds of struggles. I met a young man who came here, sat in the lounge, crying, and I said, "What is the problem?" I said, "Baby, I could be a ba so baby, you know, me see so I'm in a boon quasiano, as me go panicho." Nam saying, "Obano was me who know," and I'm saying, "Yeah." The guy said, "God has blessed me, and I'm looking for a hair, a bar, me de me japadi bijano." Nam say, "Toma charity." Yeah, because yeah, evil shall slay the wicked. Psalm number 34, verse number 21. And this is the year that you can't joke. So if Jesus was speaking in Matthew chapter 7 and he was outlining two kinds of foundation, foolish foundations and wise foundations, then I want to speak about the wise foundation, and I will take it later, next Sunday. In verse number 24, the Bible made a submission. Listen to that. He said, "Therefore, whosoever hears these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man who builds his house upon a rock, on a solid rock, firm rock." Solid rock. When we say something is solid, you see, Jesus is likening the foundation to his word, or the Fapem no or the jinana semso. The favorite yasam. Na dia nante dia yentimi nya Proverbs chapter 8 verse 33. Munya tenetene na munsie nyansa. I'm telling you, this nation is almost 67 years old. It's time to see a nyansa. I'm telling you. And now you're free. You say my hoba. Shebabi and I'm who or may cry yare. The soul of the nation and the conscience of the nation is screaming. Tete, or mine created. Or mine created me. She feel wo kuromi video focus upon movie and kuru. Umuti will be a fia, why a gardening, why a grass, flowers, or gardener, obey here, obey CSC garden. You have people who do this. And as a state. I was driving, from my father, Reverend Steve, and my mother, Mama Christy Dote. I went for motherly blessing and fatherly blessing for 2024. And whilst I was coming from Mama Christy's house, I met driving to her house at the airport. I realized that the state protocol are trying to paint the pavement lines and all that. To amafa boys who move painty at the end. But sad, you will not believe. Mesha anya a pile good pavement. Ya omo di paint fasona. Because we may Jimmy serious. I'm telling you, a Jimmy serious. It nipa no wa ma wo paint we am di kan Joseph apra. Adia bi on mo yen kan chira nipa no an esese wo de na dwene. I'm telling you, the Bible said in Exodus chapter 31 and verse number 1 to 3, he said, I have raised Bezaleel and I have given Bezaleel, the son of Ori, the son of Her. I have given him the Spirit of God, the Spirit of wisdom and understanding and knowledge and all manner of workmanship. Mamana Jene, I would do a swamp 10 verse 3 into my language. Yeah, mama. Na meti nyame honhom ahye ne manyansa ehunumuni nimde ene adwen ahodo mede adwen ahodo na bi se bezalie we je na kokodwene anua wo ho na wo penti bere mai anua wo na yi penti asia man ne timitina asia ensuo ye ma woda ma ne ye asia man ena dwenesa foolish foundations momo wo baby nkrofo won kra hansuo kro mu nya bi nware omunya bi nom mu bie nsuo ma esen nkrofo ne ma think out of the cottoners na dwene. How can we be able to produce water to be able to supply the whole of this country? Irrigation farming. This year the rains didn't come. Last year the rains didn't come. So how can we harvest water so that we can use it for farming? Yeah, no. And yet the biani atam ye chance yakujina will be so. So man no nipa no fine wo nya says kanu ansa wo atam chance ndia be gina ho so wo baba be chibi. Na ke nya kokudro fotimi kuta awurade asem o mem dina na ko mo tete awurade asem nya heaven kwa na wo ko wo be ya asase so nchene ene wiase kanea. This is what ja wo be ja rough me na catching up tia me fadie we na be wira ho because mo frem ho Kristo man mo frem ho Kristo man anka Kristo man Dami wura the 7 states of the United Arab Emirates omoye nkremofo. They are Islamic nation. The Emiratis are Islamic Muslims. Enemy who say the statement that Jesus made the other time that the children of this world are wiser in their generation than the children of light. Put it on the screen for us. The children of this world in their generation are wiser than the children of light. That is one of the most controversial statements in the Bible. Yes, and the Lord commanded the unjust seaward. Okay, no kamfo or kamfo ayame dedo na wo wura no kamfo efie penny ni tifo no obi a warriors ka no kamfo no efie penny ni tifo warriors ka that will kamfo no cause agino eye adwuma. I tell you, police will catch you that criminals are not fools. Criminals, they are not fools. One of the most intelligent people are criminals. They sit down to think and analyze, and they want to beat the system. Yeah. I will use the opportunity to stand and to, I don't know whether to say to commiserate or to strengthen all the traders of Kantamanto Market who have gone through a very painful ordeal. I want to use the opportunity to stand with you and also to tell our members who, if we have anybody among us who is part of that disaster, I will want to use the opportunity to let you know that you are not in this alone. Whatever we will do as a church to be able to stand with you, we will. And so let your Daybon group leaders know so that we can be able to get the rapid help that you need, and by the grace of God you will be very fine.
All right, then for Prophet Kofi Oduro and Yatenin, do you side with the prophet of Alabaster Church International? Onene ya adwene say a nipa bi na deliberately omo da popo na omukutwa eja etu edwanimo, and say nipa bi na share da popo a, what do you think was their intention? What do you think was their motive? Say ombesha da twaja to market muna ashi obia de anansen no ayetete wuhu etete se bi mu share da kobo besia na besia no time o ya so a na o mashada be show market na fe besia no ahye ni sa nema na no kra na me pa cho obetimi do comment aba ase honom na wa like na wa share me sro ya na wa subscribe ma me a subscribe button so na me de bibia tum efoforo a onso wanya update ni bi bidin di ohene medam ase ye be san so ehie bi.